Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the High Ticket Coaching and Consultant Strategy and Growth Show. Now, if you're watching this interview anywhere else but within our private Facebook community called High Ticket Client Attraction Insider Circle, definitely come check us out. We'd definitely love to have you. That community was put together specifically for coaches, consultants, and service providers who are serious about getting up to that 6 and that 7-figure level. So if you want to be a part of an awesome, supportive community, definitely come check out the High Ticket Coaching and Consultant group on our Facebook. Now, with that being said, today I want to introduce you to one of our community members, Nadine. Welcome, Nadine.
Thank you very much for having me.
Awesome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Now, tell the community members what it is that you do.
Yes, so it's a very exciting combination of funnel flow architecture, which is originally rooted in online marketing and business development and personal growth, because what I do is kind of taking the conversation that you have with clients, but not only, but also with yourself. So it's your inner chatter, your attitude towards your business and towards your clients that sets the energy that creates your success. So that's a very nice combination that I focus to help people achieving their highest self in business and privately.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you said funnel flow architect and mindset?
Yes, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it goes together because a funnel is basically the kind of conversation that you have on your path to agreement with your clients, right? So you set the tone, you set the energy, you set yourself in there. And as a business, the common denominator of success is you, right? People don't buy products or services, but they buy the benefits out of them. And most often it's the business owner, how they manage a business, how they show up in their business, how they handle the online marketing. So it's everything about who is the person, how do they handle business, and how do they approach clients. And the more or the better they feel with themselves, and the more nice and intriguing and energetic the interaction with the clients, the more likely they are to buy, right? Or the more likely you are to succeed. And so that's what we're doing.
Yeah, awesome. So what's your backstory before you got into doing this type of work? What did you do?
So it was very interesting. At one point, I had an award-winning startup that was called Accessible, and it was set out to provide accessibility information for people with disabilities. And I won an award and international speaking about engagements, etc. But I did not attract investors. So I have my kind of explanations because I was pregnant at the time and afterwards with the babies on stages. At that time, I didn't think it's a problem. I still don't think it's a problem, but obviously I didn't get investment, while other ideas with much less social or technological or any other impact did get investment. So that's kind of how I said it. But however that might be, at that time I had 3 little kids and I was living in a very remote place. So online marketing was like the best solution in order to promote my startup at the time. And then I met some online marketers and I got so intrigued about how to work that. That's already over a decade ago, and now obviously we're in a much different time, but then to do a Facebook and live and to connect to people, and that rocks. I'm somewhere in the middle of the desert. At the time I was living in Israel. So kind of travel the world, but it was so great to have this opportunity. And so I got into funnels. And when I started to teach about funnels or to work with clients of funnels, so I understood that the tone of voice in the copywriting, of course, but also the sequences the customer journey is so different from business to business. There is not, one thing that works for everyone. Also, we know that there are all kinds of funnels, but for some succeed very greatly and others don't. So what's the explanation? So I got very intrigued to find out what's the difference and why. And so I dug into how people speak, how do they show up in their business, what's the energy, And eventually I came into becoming a PGI consultant. That's from Bob Proctor, who was part of The Secret, a movie that I got into law of attraction. So I learned about the universal laws and like on a personal level first. But then things so connected, you know, how the universal laws act and help our business. There is the law of growth. So, you know, there is a process, you know, you have to plant the seeds and have a faith for how it's called, the ingestion period, right? And yeah, so, you know, you give the right energy on fertile soil and put the seeds, so you know it has to grow for a fact, like it's the law, right? And yeah, so implementing this today for personal goals and business goals, it's just the most amazing thing I can do for myself, and I teach others.
Okay, so ultimately, when it came to the funnel side of things, you kind of figured that out. You use it for yourself to get your business up, to get clients, to do all these different things, and now you focus on helping others with it as well too.
Yes, so today I do less funnels. I more teach about, yeah, how to put it. I more teach about how to put yourself as a person in the funnel or in the business, how to show up, because like the tone of voice, let's say, the energy changes there, because some really brag about what they do, and so you will obviously connect to people that are attracted to that kind of personality. Others are very timid, very modest, very not salesy, pushy, which is also interesting to see. I learned all this stuff from the United States, you know, market leaders there. I was living in Israel and now I'm living in Switzerland, and the culture is very different on how to approach online marketing. And so are people. We are all different. So I more show people how they have to be themselves and have to be in their best and highest self in order to attract exactly the clients that they want, right? Because usually people, or I think it's almost always people are in a business, or especially feel the purpose of their business because they have their story, right? They had a problem, so they were looking for a solution. They found it, and now they want to share it. That's usually why people are in business. And so I support this story. I tell, you know, don't go mainstream. The opposite. Be yourself. Tell your story. Be and connect to your inner truth, because that's what people will connect. A lot of times you will see, thank you for registration, you know, and then you get this email, so you're registered for this event. No, make it exciting, make it you. So that's very, sometimes outside the comfort zone of entrepreneurs, especially if they're new in the business. But yeah, in the end of the day, you are you, and being comfortable with yourself is living the life to the fullest, and allow yourself to live your dream, to be in your dreams, to achieve the dreams. There's so many paradigms about that what if I succeed? What will people say? How can I, you know, what will people think? And that's why people hold themselves back. Entrepreneurs hold themselves back, which of course is going to lead to results that are held back. So if you want to have full results, you know, show up full, but also not over the top. That's like the others that go over the top. And then that's also not you. So that's not the energies. So you will have a client that wants to have the over the top. And if this is not you, so the delivery is not what they expect, right? So in order to have their match, you just have to get the inner powers to be you. As simple as that.
Yeah, being you is the most powerful marketing technique ever, right? As far as getting out there, telling your story, telling what you're about, right?
Yes. But often, you know, they show you how to tell your story, so it becomes their story, right? So yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I use often meditation techniques to get into why I'm doing this business. Journaling techniques. So that's what I take from the personal development industry, and I just apply it for business purposes. And It's so great. Why, like, take the best from all the areas and make it happen.
Yeah. Okay, good, good. So with your services, is it more of, you said you now coach others, you basically teach them how to do stuff now?
Yes, it's we have different programs, but the main program is kind of a 6-month program because you can't change yourself or behaviors, attitudes within a week, or you know, there's so many 30 days challenges. No. I mean, that's great. That's good for starters. I also have small kind of challenges things, but
Mm-hmm.
that's just in order to explain. That's also funnel, right? That's to explain why you need to have the bigger or the more extensive package in funnel language. But what we do is, first of all, going really deep in the goal. Why do you do what you do? Why do you want to achieve? What are the results? And also make sure that they're big enough, that they're exciting, because once you're excited, and many entrepreneurs are excited about their business, this is what gives you the energies, because there are going to be so many ups and downs and failures and successes. So this is how to prepare, get prepared to handle the ups and the downs. And then we're looking at the knowing doing gap, right? So we all know what we should do, and then you don't do it. Procrastination, beliefs, mindsets, excuses, you know, name it as you want. And so there is a very cool exercise to really put the pin on it, name it by the name, and just make a decision to change it. Once it becomes from the subconscious to the conscious, it takes a decision to change behaviors. But the process to take it from the subconscious, bringing it to the conscious, so that's the kind of work that we do. And so I provide the tools in this mentorship program. First of all, we're focusing on you as a person and the tools, the inner powers that you have, developing them, and then we take this to the business level and into the marketing. Like, once you know the system, the process, you can apply it for everything, be it for business, also for health and relationships, because you know, you have a goal, then you get to it, you develop your inner power, you have your plan, your attitude towards how you act in a certain situation, and you get to achieve the results.
Yeah, yeah, cool stuff, cool stuff. So I guess with your clients, right? How do you said you work with them in a virtual type of setting?
Yes, yes. So there are a couple of elements to it. So first of all, we have the back office. There are videos, tutorial videos, how to do it, get inspiration, etc. Then there is a workbook, a physical workbook, and also it's online downloadable, but it's very powerful that it's physical, to do the exercises, to write it out, because writing is very good tool to bring things from the subconscious to the conscious when you suddenly see it. So it makes a real difference. And then you get weekly mentoring calls with me, which is it's 12 lessons in 24 weeks. So every second week, every first week, let's say, I explain about the lesson, and then you get to do it. And the other week, I'm more going to Q&A and guidance and see how it works. One moment. Yeah. And then there are also monthly direct Q&A calls with Bob Proctor, which is a very unique thing in the industry. I haven't heard of Tony Robbins coming online and answering questions of people that participate in that. Mm-hmm. And then you have the business implementation calls that are going to be additionally at the end of the program, like towards the end, as part of the thing. So this is a whole package. And actually now, this week, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, there is an event of Bob. It's called Paradigm Shift, which kind of explains the whole process of how to look at things and how to take things from the subconscious to the conscious and change your result by doing that. And yeah, if someone would want to be interested, I would this is a $300 paradigm shift, and I'm offering here to your listeners as a gift for people that would be interested in booking into the bigger program. How about that? I didn't expect, right?
Cool stuff, cool stuff. So what would you say is one skill that you've really practiced that's helped you create your level of success today?
I think it's being able to feel into different vibrations of energy. So everything is energy, right? So let's look at it like this. Some is physical and some is like, let's take water. So water is water is water. If it's ice, if it's water, if it's steam, sometimes you can touch it, you can, you know, it's physical, or sometimes it's liquid, or it's just air, but it's the same water, right? And so there is like everything we have is the same material in a different frequency. And in order to attract and manifest things into your life, so you're working with those frequencies. I hope I'm not getting too complicated here for the purpose of this call, but like that's also what we do in this mentorship, because when you want to acquire clients or actually attract clients, so you go into their frequency. And that's why being you, learning to step into your highest power is how you attract actually the clients that you really want. Right. Because you don't want clients that someone else wants. You want them that you want. So consciously putting that out there is going to attract the clients. Also finding your price point is something a lot of entrepreneurs struggle. So many either underprice their products or services, and that shows a lack of self-esteem, self-worth. We have a lot of discussions about worth, because once you have more self-worth, your energy is higher, the price is higher, and more clients come in. So how about that? You have higher price and more clients. So that's, you know, what makes the success of a business. So we do work on that. And I think my skill is to kind of, you know, also cut people and say, this is not you. You know, cut excuses and get into it. Make yourself comfortable to get uncomfortable. Right? So yeah, I would say that's
awesome stuff.
My magic.
Yeah, I love it, love it. Now, if someone wanted to connect, what's the best way for them to be able to reach out and actually connect with you?
Well, I'm on Facebook, Nadine Bdil. I have a group there. It's called Mindful Success Achievers. Yeah, and I think you have some links that you can share, so you can book a call. I facilitate a book club right now of the Science of Getting Rich book. So if this is one of your objectives, to become rich by using the laws of the universe, so there is a free ebook that you can download. You can find it by Googling the Science of Getting Rich, and then just make sure you click the link of Inspire Works, which is the name of my business. And then you will be invited to the book club and to book a call if you want to learn more about how that works.
Yeah. Awesome. And guys, all the links Nadine just mentioned here, as far as ways to connect with her, they will either be above or below this video. So you could click and get connected right to her. So Nadine, hey, thank you so much for making the time to be here and sharing some of your wisdom here today. Do you have any final thoughts before we end?
You're welcome. Yes, but you were asking about where to find me. So I'm also on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, I do more leadership kind of programs, which is the same. It just takes it instead of business to leadership. And yes, one last thing I want to share is that it's so good when you're in flow. Like, when you feel you struggle and hustle as an entrepreneur, that's not the way. The hustle kind of mentality, you have to plant the seed, and the seed is really hard, and I think that's the thing that should be hard. But once you grow, just be in flow. And if you're not, reach out, because business is so much more fun when you're in flow, and this is learnable, and therefore success is learnable. And have fun with your business. You deserve it.
Awesome, Nadine. Well, hey, thank you so much for sharing.